Yaya Diamond is with us, and she's the host of Dream Chasers Radio. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing alright. I mean, we only spoke a few days ago when I was on your show.
Yes, and it was an amazing interview.
Well, thank you. And it's time for me to grill you with all my tough questions.
Oh, oh.
You've got Dream Chasers Radio, of course, which is a podcast where you like to interview a lot of guests.
Yeah.
How did the podcast come about? What was the sort of inspiration for it?
Well, what had happened was I was in sort of kind of like a depression
Hmm.
where, I mean, I didn't know what I was supposed to do, but I definitely wasn't doing what I wanted to do. Um, and I needed inspiration, and I was stuck. I was really literally stuck. I mean, I think if I would have kept going, I would have probably been medicated
Yeah.
because that's how depressed I was getting. And I said, I got to do something. And I heard something about podcasting, and this was like 2006. And I'm like, okay, let me just interview all my friends that are doing something, and maybe they can inspire me to do something. And lo and behold, it was podcasting. It was definitely something that really picked me up. It kind of helped me to realize there's so many people out there doing something. And my goal and I would guess I kind of stumbled into my destiny.
Yeah.
Being a podcaster wasn't something I was looking to do. It was just more, let me interview them for motivation to see what I really wanted to do, and it ended up being podcasting.
And how does your sort of daily routine go? Are you podcasting all the time? Is it taking over your life?
Oh no, no. It has not. Podcasting is a piece of what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a vocalist, entertainer with a band, a funk band. It's a national funk band, Reverend Barry and the Funk. I also do a part-time job where I do contracts because I studied law in college, so I do contracts. Um, and I have a family,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah. And what do you do to prepare for each of the episodes where you've got a guest?
It's funny. I don't like to prepare too much because I like the natural flow of things. I like to have that conversation with the person online, or or over the radio or over the phone, however we do it, where it's natural. It comes out authentic. And so I do go over the bio. I go over all the information that I can.
Yeah.
But in the long run, I like to follow the lead of the person that's actually being interviewed. It's better that way for me.
Have you always found it easy to do that, or did you start off kind of having everything planned to the T and maybe felt a bit nervous
No,
to ad lib with the
no,
person?
no. No plans to the T. Not even a plan to the I without the top. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's just I like the spontaneity of it. I like the free flow of it. I like that. I just like that natural form of it all. It's like a conversation that we're having between two people that have talked and know each other very well, and we are on the phone talking, and other people are just happening to kind of benefit from the conversation.
So I think it does take a lot of skill to be able to just have a natural conversation that you've probably not really had much contact with before, right?
It does. When I first started, I was horrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible. But I knew I wanted that free flow. And so I just kept going, and it kept getting better and better. And it just took time. And I know that things, when you first start something, it sucks. It really does.
Yeah,
It's really horrible. But I know things get better. So I was just looking forward to getting better at what I was doing. And it happened. And yeah, it
definitely.
does take skill, but I mean, think about it. It takes skill for anything, and it also takes time to develop the skill. So why not
Yeah,
just start?
yeah, you've got to start somewhere, haven't you?
Definitely. Starting is the hardest part because you're so critical of yourself, thinking that you should be like this expert when you really aren't. You just start the thing and you'll get better at it. It'll start coming little by little, the pieces will fall into place and you'll get better at it. And the next thing you know, you'll go back and you'll look at the beginning and you'll go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was like that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, like, I listened to radio shows that I did when I was like 9.
Hmm.
And I mean, yeah, I just want them deleted from the internet, to be honest.
I know how you feel. My 2006 episodes are gone, by the
I
way. They are.
think one day I'll go back and delete them if I can remember the passwords
Yeah.
for all the
I
places that they are.
restarted. Definitely. I think I restarted. I did it all the way up, but then I kind of erased from 2006 to 2016. All of that's backlogged and analog and archived, but it's on a drive where I can pull it out at any time. So, but those are archived, and from 2016 to now is what I have up online.
Do some of the guests you've had in those shows maybe get a bit confused if they can't find the episode that they were in?
You know, they do. A lot of people say, "Oh, I remember when I was on your show. How come it's not there?" And I'll go back, I'll find it because I'm like, "Okay, so what's your name? Did you type in your name? Did you look in your name? Did
Yeah.
I mean, and anytime before 2016, it was all my friends. So we weren't really concerned about if we have our episode there or not.
All right.
Um, but from 2016 on were clients. So I really didn't have like clients and people coming on the show that I didn't know until 2016.
Okay, yeah, I suppose that makes sense then. Have you ever interviewed a guest and asked a question and then immediately went, oh no, I shouldn't have asked that?
No, actually, I haven't yet. I haven't, because I'm listening. It's a listening skill,
Yeah.
that I've developed. I listen to the words. I listen to the phrasing. I listen for. I guess there's an intonation in people's voices that you have to really be keen to when you're interviewing people.
Yeah.
When a person is regretful, their voice tone kind of trails off. So don't touch that. But when they're very excited about something, it's like their voice gets really like jumpy and they're into it. You could feel the difference, and that's the direction you should go. So I mean, it's just a skill, like you said, that we develop over time. And so if my voice is trailing like
Yeah.
this, that's really something I really don't want to talk about. We really don't need to get into that. So
Definitely. I think I'm gonna take note of
yeah.
that for the next person I'm interviewing. And do you have any sort of favourite type of guests that you like to have on?
No, I like everybody.
Oh.
Really do, because everyone is so different. And I find that, when people are understanding that we are all intertwined and interconnected. So if they don't do what they're supposed to do, I can't do what I do. And so everyone that comes on the show is special to me. Everyone that has a gift is special to me, no matter how big or small, if you want to label it like that. But I don't. I
Yeah.
I just think that everybody's just like they have a talent, and it's just amazing to see that they're actually putting it to work for themselves. And it's delightful to have them on the show.
Yeah, and I suppose you've got a big variety of guests. Do
Yes.
you sort of appeal to a particular audience?
Authors and musicians are two people that I've had on the show a lot.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool because the imagination and the creativity is like, boom, it's there. And
Mm.
it's like, I love that. And then you have entrepreneurs will be like the next big group. And then tattoo artists.
Oh.
And lately, gurus.
Ah. I've never interviewed a tattoo artist. I want that. But
I
I'd want it like in real life, not over Zoom though, so maybe he could give me one.
have. Well, yeah, definitely. I have plenty of people that come on. And tattoo artists usually start off by just doodling. They just doodle.
Hmm.
And then it becomes something that they want. And then the next thing you know, they open up a store and they have this huge thing going. So, I mean, I've noticed